Xylem's success depends on our ability to capture every opportunity to grow. Our installed base is one of our greatest assets, and we need to exploit it to the fullest. For many of Xylem's products, the cost of the product itself is only a fraction of the total product lifecycle cost. Once installed, our products consume energy, require parts and maintenance, and will ultimately need to be replaced. By establishing close relationships with our installed base, we put ourselves in the position to win the lion's share of this business. We estimate that Xylem's installed base of more than 2 million wastewater pumps, together with competitor installations, represent an aftermarket opportunity of approximately $3 billion. Let's work together to capture this business.
Aftermarket represents a huge opportunity for xylem. It's getting harder and harder for market-leading companies like ourselves to distinguish our products from lower-priced competitor products. To succeed in the future, we must position ourselves as the company that not only offers the best product, but also the best services. We have to provide the best overall solution to the customer challenges. A shift in our focus from product sales only to the combination of product sales and service sales is vital to our success in the long term. Actively promoting services will help us capture a much larger portion of the repair and replacement business and boost our growth in the near term as well.
In light of this opportunity, Xylem's aftermarket team has developed the Total Care Services Initiative, a proactive approach towards capturing opportunities from Xylem's extensive installed base. The purpose of Total Care is to bring us closer to our customers, build their trust in us as experts that they can rely on, and thereby lock out the competition across the board for parts, services, replacement products, upgrades, and new product sales. Total Care consists of 12 service areas that cover everything from design and consultancy to installation and commissioning, maintenance and repair, inspection and auditing, through to asset refurbishment and retrofit.
And Total Care has been a great thing for our business because what it's allowed our salespeople to do is, whenever they're with a customer, very easily link a normal sale that they would make for a pump or a piece of treatment equipment to another add-on sale, a link sale of maybe a service contract or some monitoring and control equipment, etc. All of those things which are very neatly wrapped into the Total Care offering.
One of the most important Total Care services for the future is the Preventative Maintenance Agreement, or PMA. By selling Total Care PMAs, you'll not only boost your service revenue, but you'll also see a significant increase in the sales of parts, replacement products, and product upgrades. We know this from the experience of the PIMS Group, a UK-based integrated water support services company acquired by Xylem in early 2013.
Currently, Xylem have a small number of service contracts, for instance. PIMS have a much larger number, and there can be a kind of cross-fertilisation of across the businesses in terms of some of the activities that PIMS do very well, and probably Xylem slightly less so, and the other way around as well.
Well, historically, Xylem's customer base was a different customer base than the PIMS legacy business. Xylem historically dealt with more knowledgeable clients such as water authorities, local governments that had more knowledge, were larger customer contract frameworks. The PIMS legacy business, we operate in the bottom end of that complete market with average contract values of about £600, more a volume business rather than a high value business. The benefits of that to the PIMS legacy business is that those customers actually reacted to interactions with PIMS quicker. I.e., if we quoted them to have their pump repaired, it was a commercial decision they needed to make quickly to make sure that got back up and running. Our cycle time on quotations to the client, both getting them out and the reaction from the client, was counted in days.
A good example would be our interceptor preventive maintenance. Previously, we used to get a variety of companies come in to empty our interceptors at 6-monthly intervals. Within the last year, we've had preventive maintenance visits done by PIMS. What they would do is come in, identify problems, check the alarms and resolve them as necessary. This has helped us a lot because we've found several of the alarms that weren't connected or weren't actually working. So that's been a real benefit.
The service side of the PIMS business has provided them with the opportunity to visit the bulk of their customers between 1 and 4 times a year. This close, regular contact and the quick and reliable service the customers receive increases the chances of upselling and prolonging contracts.
One of the key factors is that we also have a design and installation business which feeds our service business. The importance of that is not just designing these pump stations but also the installation of. So for instance, after we install a pump station for a client, they will get a contract proposal from our installation team. We in the service business follow up on those opportunities and basically convert about 70% of those. So 70% of everything we install as a business, we also get a service contract on. If you don't have that installation business, you lose that connection with the client. Somebody else is doing that installation work and therefore will do the service work. So we felt it very important to ensure that the two were combined. There's 2 pillars to that growth. The first is obviously to find new customers, but the more important pillar of this is to retain the customers you have. For instance, the legacy PIMS business has a rate of retaining 95% of our contracts year on year. So from year 1, our 100% becomes 95. We add a 3% increase in price, it becomes the base for the following year. On top of that, we'll find new contracts at the rate of probably £600,000 a year. We add that on top of the year 2 retained contracts, which now makes the base for the following year, and so on. So fundamentally, you need to find more customers, but more importantly, you need to keep the customers you have.
Every contract we have, we deal with the same, whether it be big or whether it be small. But just to give you an example and to explain how we have become so successful, is if you take a Mr. and Mrs. who buy a contract at, say, £1,000, that's not where it ends. That £1,000 with our contract extra, so that's the value added extra that we have on any contract that we sell, you're probably looking at a ratio of 1.2. To put that in layman's terms, that's about £1,200. So that £1,000 contract, which will be renewed the following year, will actually give us £2,200. We generally have our contracts for 3 to 5 year terms, so you're possibly looking at over £10,000 on that contract alone. So never discount the small client. They are probably the ones that make the most money for us.
The PIMS example demonstrates that there are several advantages to selling PMAs. They provide a stable, recurring revenue stream. They make it easier to replace competitor products when they get old or break down. They'll bring us closer to our customers so we can see new opportunities at their sites. They'll help us maintain our margins on parts and replacement products because contract customers don't shop around.
To make it easier for our sales companies to get started selling PMAs, we have created a PMA sales tool. This is a web application that can be used on iPad, laptop or other mobile device. The tool makes it easy to tailor a PMA to the customer's needs during an on-site visit and send a quotation directly by email at the end of the meeting. It's fast and easy and helps us capitalize on the sense of urgency a customer feels when they are talking to us about the challenges they are facing with pumps at their sites. We also have a set of training materials as well as inspection checklists and other tools to support service delivery. And of course, we have a complete package of marketing material including a brochure, a sales presentation, a video and digital marketing campaign to support you in your efforts to promote Total Care PMAs.
Thanks to the Total Care approach, the PMA sales tool and the knowledge we've gained from the PIMS acquisition, xylem is very well positioned to get ahead of the competition and take advantage of this largely untapped market opportunity.
Our sales companies in mature markets have the install base, the service footprint combined with superior knowledge about the usage and optimal running of wastewater pumps. By selling and delivering Total Care PMAs, we can lock out the competition and ensure the customer's expenditures for parts, repairs, replacement products and additional services all flow directly to us. There's no faster or easier way for us to grow our business in the near term. We at Growth Center Transport are committed to provide the sales companies with the necessary tools, including the implementation of a new company-wide service management system. I strongly encourage the management teams in our sales companies to use Total Care concept and the PMAs in particular as tools to reconnect with the install base, tie the customers closer to xylem and grow our business.
Contact the aftermarket team at Growth Center Transport for more information.